Hey guys, this is Foolish Mortal 42 with World of War class, World of War, World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary. Because I'm just not feeling Mr. Pandaria. I'm just not feeling it at all. Um, I've been super busy. Just super busy, and I've not really had time to record. And Mista Pandaria, like, I liked it and I enjoyed it, but it was not fun. It was not fun for me. And I felt like a lot of why I play World of Warcraft was missing. Like, I don't know how to explain it really, but I wasn't having fun. So we're back in Anniversary Classic Edition. AQ 20 is active right now, so it's nearing right before Burning Crusade is released. They're thinking like a couple of months, I think. Um, so um, so what I have on Dream Scythe is I have my Druid tank that I played. Like, I didn't record it because my situation at home couldn't really upload stuff, but I've moved, so yeah. And so Born Tank, like, I was in a pretty high level raiding guild, if you remember some of those videos that I put up. And I really enjoyed playing a druid, which I had never played before. And yeah, got some really good gear, made a lot of friends, but that guild kind of dissolved, and I really have not played on Dream Scythe for a while. But I want to get back into it, so I kind of looked up some stuff and kind of looked at server population. I want to pick something that's not a whole lot. So I looked at Warcraft Tavern, and Horde is still about 8,000 to 14,000 on Alliance. So there's fewer Horde, as there always has been. And Shamans are about 1,400 currently. These numbers are, yeah, updated this morning. Server population 23,000, so it's a super server. So it's really active. So Shamans about 1,400, and that's, of course, only Horde. So that number can kind of get a little skewed. So, like, there's 1,400 Horde Shamans right now because, Drana haven't been released yet. But there's 2,000 Druids, and that's split. Let's see if I can split that. I don't know if I can split that. Yeah, I can't get that to filter. But there's 2,000 Druids on the entire server out of 20,000 right now. So I want to play another Druid. And playing Druids as you level is really challenging. The first couple of levels, it's really challenging. And, like, I really miss that. So we're going to create. And of course, trolls can't be druids yet. So pretty much it's either a Tauren or a night elf. So I have not played Alliance in quite a while, other than that very short stint of hardcore. The only thing is I won't have anything to pull from on this server, and there's so many alliance. Like I don't really want that. So we're gonna go Druid, Tauren. So we get War Stomp, but you can't War Stomp in bear form. So that kind of hinders us a little bit. So we get more health, which is really good because because we're going to be playing a tank. Herbalism and resist nature damage is okay. Herbalism alchemy is actually pretty strong. As you level, you can sell herbs, you can make potions to kind of like keep yourself buffed, on top of probably one of the strongest buffs in the game is, your all your stats and armor buff. I can't remember what that's called. Anyway, but the stomp comes in handy until you start getting your animal forms, and then, like it. Yeah. Anyway, do we want to play male or female? That's the thing. I mean, Born Tank, she was so much fun. So I'm thinking we kind of make Bjorn Tank again. Because she was just so fun. I think she had, I can't exactly remember what she looked like. Bjorn Tankier. Let's see if that is taken. There we go. See how I did. Not bad. Not bad. Actually, that's... Whoops. Yeah, I didn't get it exactly right. That's okay. So, as I've been working on my house still, as I was working on my kitchen cabinets today, I had actually in the background some of my old, my very first videos playing in the background, and I eventually got a music ticker to play. And so I was looking that up. It's like, hey, since I'm restarting on Classic, let's go back and do that. But Winamp, because I use Winamp for my music still, it doesn't. The program that I use to make like the little ticker pop up, it doesn't work for that anymore.
The Tauren roamed the endless plains of the Barrens, hunting the mighty Kodo. Scattered across the land, the wandering tribes were united only by their common hatred for their sworn enemy, the marauding Centaur. Seeking aid against the Centaur, the great chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof befriended the savage orcs who had recently journeyed to Kalimdor. With the orcs' help, Cairn and his tribe were able to drive back the Centaur and claim the grasslands of Mulgore for their own. Upon the windswept mesa of Thunder Bluff, Cairn built a refuge for his people. Over time, the scattered tribes united under a single banner. Though the noble Tauren are peaceful in nature, the rites of the Great Hunt are venerated as the heart of their spiritual culture. As a tribesman of Mulgore, you must test your skills in the wild and prove yourself in the Great Hunt.
All right, there we go. Looking good. Looking good. All right.
What brings you here?
Baby.
Goodbye. Going
Well, that's not gonna work.
Be careful.
Don't know why it's doing that. Not sure how to fix that either. Well, we will look at that. So we're just gonna play. This is just the touring starting area. Okay, so maybe it's just that one.
Wind be at your back.
All right. So we've got attack, wrath, which is a casted nature damage spell, and healing touch, which is just a casted heal. Oh, forgot to click auto loot. Auto loot, yay. So basically this is Druid for a while. But that is okay. I mean, it is difficult in the beginning. Ooh, already got an upgrade. So we can wear leather gear. Unpasteurized. Oh my god. I love World of Warcraft. So the reason that I chose Bjorn, that is, I think, Scandinavian for bear. So yeah, I'm a bear tank. So that's where that name originally came from when I started playing 2 years ago on Classic. Wow, it's been, well, technically it's been like a year and a half because it started, all right. It started, I think in spring, sometime in spring. No, it was November. So it's been pretty much 2 years.
Peace, friend. Winds be at your back. Walk with the Earth Mother.
And I just love the Tauren. I mean, they're so cool. So you can actually use your Hearthstone to kind of shorten some of these quests, these early quests. And that's what we're going to do shortly when we get into to do this quill boars. I don't know if I'll be reading quests too much. I think later on we might. Wow, Gruul, you're just.
Ancestors watch over you.
We will take that nomadic belt. Wow.
Ancestors watch over you. Farewell. Goodbye.
That's weird. All right.
I've been expecting you. We shall meet again.
Seer Great.
May the eternal sun shine upon.
So a lot of the Druid quests are very similar to the... let's read this note at least. Oh, I can't read the note. Okay. Yeah, I can't read that. Wow. Don't know why it's doing that. Okay, that's going to get irritating. So we'll take Mark of the Wild, which is what I was trying to remember. We'll get Moonfire at 4. And a new Wrath at 6.
Watch over you.
All right. All right, Cougar Pelts. Yeah, so Mark of the Wild it's just such a good spell. It always bugged me that Druids got this really super, I mean, it's basically like Mark of Kings or Blessing of Kings, and the Blessing of Kings only lasts 5 minutes. It's like, why give Druids this? And Paladins get like, oh, you gotta buff the entire raid every 5 minutes. It's like, oh god, it's horrible. I'm so glad that they eventually fixed that. But Moonfire is an interesting spell. It's like it does a little damage, and then it's also a dot. So, but as I was saying, the Druid quests are very similar to the Shaman quests, where you kind of have to travel all over and get items in other zones, and it kind of just like enforces that moving between zones. Is that a little bit loud? That seems a little loud. Oh, I probably should have emptied my inventory. Oh well. But yeah, I wanted to have fun again, and Mr. Pandaria, I just wasn't feeling it. So here we go. 10 bristlebacks and bring 12 belts to Chief Hawkwind, and we will get a weapon that we won't use, or we'll use it, but hopefully we will find a bag. Yeah, sometimes you just got to get back to the basics, you know? I know I told a friend of mine that I was going to be playing a Druid again and recording it. She got super excited, and then she got really mad at me when I told her I was going to be a tank. She's like, but you're not going to be a boomy? And I'm like, no. But she has always played boomy, even in yeah, because actually I actually got her started playing I think during Mista Pandaria, and we played together quite often. And but she still plays retail, and I just can't get into it. It's too much. Too much. I think maybe that's why Mista Pandaria, like the gear didn't really matter that much, you know. You just got inundated with like gear, and I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. Now next week, my ADHD will kick in, and I won't want to play this character again. But now I really did have a lot of fun playing the Druid. And I had never played a Druid before at all. Like in all my years of gaming, like I had never. Of course, I mean I played Cali tanks like till I'm blue in the face. And hunters, played plenty of hunters. Warlocks, mages. My very first. Well, technically, my very first character was a night elf hunter, actually, on Alaria server, I think, and that was in that was literally the very first night, because I was in the stress test, the server stress test, and that was an interesting so we got 3 empty slots. Maybe we can do this. I mean, probably not. We're gonna have to get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, maybe we can do it with 5. But I wanted to say that there is another quest. Break Sharp Tusk. Yeah, so let's actually roll back here before we take off. Because Sharp Tusk is the named one. I don't want to make 2 trips in there, and we can sell. I don't. There's not a bag vendor down here, so we can't get a bag. But we can turn in a quest. That might get us pretty close to a level, actually. But we will get a travel form pretty quickly. I think at level 20, get travel form, and that's really nice.
Peace, friend. Ancestors watch over you.
Farewell.
Be careful.
Battle Boars. All right. So I'm glad that I came back.
You wish to speak? Farewell.
Looking for something special?
Vendor Grays. we'll keep that. We probably won't get a chance to use that.
Goodbye.
All right, so now we've got battle boars, belts, and then killing sharp tusk. So we can do all of those. And then when we're in there, there's a lootable quest, a ground spawn that you can do, that you can pick up. And then once you get that and you get those, we will hearth back here and turn those in. So it's actually really, this is a very, very good kind of starter zone. I think Death Nail is just a little bit better. I think Death Nail actually has more quests. Because I mean, I'm only level 3, and we're already almost done with the starter zone. Whereas with the the undead, they're pretty much always level 6 when they come out. So I tend to turn down just like random guild invites. I want to kind of start doing dungeon runs and kind of organically find like a group of people that I like. Because a lot of times like people just sending out random invites, it's, you know, just people wanting to get numbers in their guild, and, you know, they don't typically last very long. Yeah, the Tauren, I always feel like I'm running so slow because of their kind of gait. It's just kind of lumbering a little bit. Yeah, but I do remember Tauren were originally, they were not supposed to get a mount at all. They were supposed to get a just like an ability that just let them run faster up to mount speed as they leveled up, which was kind of a interesting thing. I read about that, just kind of like the history of how different classes were decided, and different races and stuff like that. So, but I've talked about how much I wish that they had made ogres the one of the player races in the, but you know, you can't have everything. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I thought about playing a hunter for a little bit. I've been trying to decide what to do basically all week while I'm at work. Because hunters, there we go, level 4. Hunters can be really fun because, like, you get like that added thing of like tracking down the right pet, and you know, you've always kind of got like a companion. It's always fun. I think that there are boars out here. If not, I'll go back and farm them. No, maybe not. Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, there's some out here. Okay. I didn't want to get all the way in there and then have to trek halfway back. So we'll also get thorns, which is pretty handy. It actually helps hold aggro, I think, a bit. Not horribly great, but we got a frayed cloak. Every little bit of armor is very, very helpful. With, dang it. My chair tried to roll away. Yeah, every bit of... Oh, this just goes back out. Okay. Cause when you go into bear form and dire bear, like you get a huge armor bonus. And that's basically all the mitigation that you get. Like, there's not like a defense talent or anything like that. You just basically have a blue million hit points and so much armor that stuff just can't hit you. It's so funny. I mean, I off-tanked in a molten core and a little bit in Blackrock Citadel, or oh shoot, oh my brain. Blackwing Lair. There we go. Woo! And it was so funny to see the warriors. I mean, not that they struggled, because I mean, it was a pretty good guild. And I off-tanked in ZG. That was fun. I love ZG. No? Okay. Maybe I will have to go back out and hunt some more boars. But yeah, seeing the warriors, just not, well, I mean, not, like I said, not struggle, but having issues with, you know, not having enough hit points to like make it through. And they're like, okay, Bjorn, like, let's see how you do. And then I just go up there and just stand there. It was actually quite fun. I didn't have fantastic gear. I was in mostly blues. But something we're going to definitely work on is getting our to hit above 9% or I think 9%. Which can be difficult, actually. So there's a PvP ring that we'll have to get from Alterac Valley, which is not actually that difficult. You just do AV weekends, and you just go in over and over and over again, and yeah, so I'll record that so we can go into that at, I think, like level 51. And there's some more PvP gear, but there's a ring that you can buy that's really, really good. So we'll get that probably. Come on, always level 5. Wow, I'm surprised that I have not gotten all of those items. Yeah, one more snout, 2 more flanks. Wow. Thankfully, you don't get a lot of ads on these guys back here. They're pretty spread out. All right, one more flank. Oh, resists. I mean, I do think that the Alliance do have a little bit better questing, I think, a little bit. And I mean, you can't beat Elwyn Forest. I mean, Elwyn Forest is just really, it's just such a fantastic zone. And I love how all of the Westfall and Red Ridge, like you have to go back and forth, and then the absolute delight of Darkshire is just, it's so good. Oh, there's somebody else up here. All right, our first caster. And a lot of times, yeah, so this is Squealer Thornmantle, and he guards this dirt-stained map. Oh, gosh, got 2 on us. Better save a little bit of mana here. Come on, hit him. Squealer's belt. All right. Okay. Okay. I was hoping for a bag, but I guess we'll be okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, really?
Inventory is full.
Eh, how did that? Okay, a couple of more belts and then the boss. Well, maybe. So a lot of our, well, I mean, we'll get, when we get up to, starting getting our animal forms, pretty much our whole way of fighting is going to change. Oh, got two of them. But the interesting part is the amount of damage that you do depends on the weapon that you equip, but your attack speed is not affected by your weapon speed. Like, that's fixed. So if you're in cat form, you can actually have like a big slow two-hander equipped and you're attacking really, really fast in cat form. So that gives you the ability we get both of them, I may have to run. Okay, no, we're okay. Make sure we are solo in here. So, and then your swipe and maul and all of that, like that's just on a cooldown. So you don't really have to worry so much about how your oh, okay, your what am I trying to think of? Okay, how your weapon, like you don't have to, you just have to worry about like getting something with stats on it. Basically you just want stamina and agility. Strength will help some, but we're not but like, you know, our damage as a tank, we're not really worried about doing damage. We're just wanting to be able to sit there and just basically outlast whatever is hitting us. and be able to absorb that damage.
How may I aid you? May the eternal sun shine upon thee. We shall.
Ding.
Well,
Let's empty our bags real quick. Gloves, we will equip that. I mean, that's a slight upgrade. We will keep that bread. Sell that, sell that. Yeah, we'll just do that.
may the eternal sun.
All right, we got 3 silver and 33 copper. We are rolling in cash, y'all.
Hail. Go in peace.
All right, so we're going to... I mean, neither one of these are fantastic, but we'll keep using the staff.
Walk with the earth, mother. Go in.
All right. So we're 5, almost halfway to 6, so that's not horrible. So let's grab some Druid training. So we'll grab Moonfire and a Rejuve. Moonfire. So Moonfire is instant cast. It does a little bit of damage, 7 to 10, and then 12 more, a whole 12 more over 9 seconds. So it's not much. But you can pull with it and then immediately switch to your animal form, and then they've got like a little dot, and then you're hitting them. And then we've got like some bleed effects that we can stack on mobs. But again, that's not until like level 20. Or where's that swim form? Travel form I know is at 20, I think. I don't, honestly, I can't remember. But I had like a whole notebook. Like I spent 2 weeks combing through posts and
Hail. Be careful.
like gear and before I even started on Bjorn, and it was really like I had it down like, okay, now this level, this is what I need to be looking for, and I need to go to this zone, and I had it all like planned out. A lot of traveling, a lot of running back and forth, but I was playing kind of on my own time, and didn't really have a whole lot of other things. I was just working like my 3 days, and on my time off I was just kind of chilling out. So yeah, as long as I was getting my enough scrubs washed to go into work at the end of the week. But that is but now I'm technically for this weekend I am between jobs. No, seriously, I've just left. Thursday was my last day at my previous hospital job working in dialysis. And then Monday I start my orientation on another dialysis unit in another hospital, but it's with the same company. So it's just kind of like a lateral move, but where I've had to move, it's because my old job is like an hour and 45-minute one-way commute, and that I was hoping maybe I could tough it out and do that. But 1 week I had to drive that 6 days out of 8 because because we have to take call. And yeah, that bout broke me. That was probably the longest week that I had worked in a really, really long time. And I did not want to do that anymore. So I talked to some people, and they're like, yeah, we've got this other spot that you can come. And so that took like a month and a half to get all of that lined out. because they had to hire a replacement for me where I was at, so that, you know, they wouldn't be super short-handed. So we'll see how that worked. I hope they did good. I kind of already miss them a bit. So yeah, we'll be doing that a lot. We're just going to grab all of these quests.
Go in peace.
Harpies. Rites of the Earth Mother.
What brings you here? Winds be at
Alright. Then we will do Sharing the Land.
be careful.
Rites of Vision.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
So yeah, all the way to Bloodhoof.
I have just the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shall meet.
We'll take some more bread
Greeting.
and make this my home.
Good mother.
Oh yeah, it's... Yeah, we can do apple bobbing, but we just missed Halloween, by the way. Yeah, I did not really have the time last week to get on and play much. So it's Day of the Dead
Goodbye.
in real life and in World of Warcraft, which I think is really cool.
Peace, friend. May the eternal sun.
So we are in a real dire need of a bag. And I'm going to call that a video in just a second. I don't think that this guy sends us... Like, I think we have to go get something for us to do the
Well met.
spirit thing. Yeah, 2 wellstones, 2 ambercorn. Okay. So that's the only downside to this area is there are so many... Oh, go get this and go get that. And... Excuse me. Almost all of the quests have you... Like, you have to get something and you have to bring it back. And so your bags get super overloaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to Bjorn Tank, and I'm going to send Bjorn Tankier just a few small bags. I'm not going to pimp her out too much. First aid.
What brings you here?
Yeah, we'll do first aid.
With the Earth Mother.
I need to sell these other 2 things. Much cash. Oh, we only got 33 copper now. Oh, smart.
Greetings. Go in peace.
All right. So like I said, I'm going to call that an episode, and then I'm going to send myself just, I think probably like whatever cheap cloth bags I can find. I may have some in her bank. So, and then maybe like a gold or 2. I mean, I've got a little bit. I mean, I've got some stuff on Bjorn Shock I can send over. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do is I'll get on Bjorn Shock and empty that out and send that to this character, and then that way we're not struggling for stuff, you know, which really isn't fun. But anyway, but I hope you guys will enjoy this playthrough. I always love starting a new character. Like, that's just how I do. And maybe we will find a good guild and be level 60 by the time Burning Crusade hits in a couple of months. And we'll record like Skullomance and all of that stuff. And Camp Nintendo is still active in Ungaro, so we'll get to see all of that again, which is, it's always one of my favorite things to do. So I will see you guys in the next episode. And as always, hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.